Hello students, myself Dr. Sheikh Pratima, Ahmednagar Jilla Maratha Vidyaprasarak Samaj's New Arts, Commerce and Science College, Ahmednagar. Rural Development in India. This is the 5th chapter as per your 11th standard syllabus. In the last video, we have just discussed the introductory part like the rural development, means the definition of rural development, then the significance of the rural development. So in this video, we have discussed the next point is like the agricultural credit. Basically, agricultural credit is the most important part which is the affect the agricultural sector, which is also increase the agricultural product and productivity. Then agricultural credit will support to the agricultural growth. So the agricultural policies have been reviewed from time to time to provide the adequate, the timely finance to this sector. You know, the cooperative sector will also support to the rural area, otherwise the agricultural sector. So the cooperative bank and a cooperative sector will also support for that sector. So the rural credit system assumes the importance because for most of the Indian rural families saving are inadequate to finance farming and other economic activities. You know, the agricultural credit is most important to the agricultural area. The investment is so low, it's so limited for that particular area, but the production and productivity is totally depend for that credit. So that's why the agricultural credit is important part and which is play the main role of that particular area. So let's we discuss to the next point is like related to the agricultural credit. We just classified the agricultural credit in the two way. The first is the on the basis of the tenure and the on the basis of the purpose. Basically, tenure means what? Tenure means the particular time, otherwise the particular period. Means which period, which time you have to consider for that the credit. That is called as the tenure. So on the basis of the tenure, there are three types. First is the short term, second is the medium term, and third is the long term. Then second part is like the on the basis of the purpose, means which purpose is important for that the credit, why you have to accept that the credit, otherwise why you have to demand it for that credit. So the purpose is important and there are also a two type. First is the productive and second is the unproductive purpose. So let's we discuss in detail in that part the on the basis of the tenure. We know the classification of that the credit is important to the agricultural area. So types of the credit, rural credit, you know, the agricultural credit, it's classified on the basis of tenure and second is the purpose. So let's we discuss the first point is like the tenure. So it is the credit requirement based on the time period on loans. It is of three types. The first is the short term, then second is the medium term, and third is the long term. So let's we discuss the first point is like the short term credit. Basically, credit means what? It is the bank will provide the fund, otherwise the loan, otherwise the debt. Okay, so that is called as the credit. So the short term credit, it refers to the loans not exceeding 2 years, means it's a limited time. It is the required for meeting the short term requirement of the cultivatives. Means what? The cultivative, we have to the accept the cultivation. So that time we used that the credit. So for example, the loans required for the purchase of fertilizers, then the high yielded variety seeds, then the cultivation, we accept the different cultivation technique. So that time we use that the credit for the meeting the expenses on the religious or the social ceremonies. So that is the special part and that's why we accept the short term credit. The next point is the medium term credit. These loans are for a period up to 5 years. So these are the financial requirement to make the improvement on the land, buying cattle or the agricultural equipments, the digging up of the canals, etc. So that is the sources. Okay, so why we have accept that part? The medium term credit is related to the limited period, means like the up to the 5 years. Then last is the long term credit. These loans are for a period of more than 5 years and are the generally required to buy tractor, then making the permanent the improvements on the land. Means what? The supportive alignment is there, the supportive part, otherwise the different equipments if we have to purchase, so that time the long term credit we accepted. Then we just discussed the next point is like the next type is like the agricultural credit. It's the purpose. So the agricultural credit on the basis of purpose for the there are two types. The first is the productive and second is the unproductive. So let's we discuss the first point is like the productive purpose. So the productive loans are the loans that are the related to the agricultural production. You know, the investment of that agricultural sector, it's so limited. But we also know the agricultural sector is it's a risky sector. Why? Because the refund, otherwise the perfect profit, otherwise the perfect income, it's not possible for that particular area. If we have to select the particular piece of land, so that time we used the different credit, we used the different technique for that particular the seeds, otherwise the production. But at present we don't know what is the situation, because that sector is totally dependent for that climatic condition and the weather. So that's why that sector is a risky sector. So the productive loans are loans that are the related to the agricultural production. If the credit it is the provide proper way, so that time the production and productivity it's increases. This is the source of that production. The productive loans are the loans that are related to the agricultural production and economically justified. For example, the purchase of tractor, land, seeds, etc. That is called as the productive purpose. Means the tractor, where which people will the purchase that tractor, which people will the demanded that tractor, the farmer, the agricultural sectors related person. So that's why that the instrument will used in the agricultural area, that is called as the productive purpose. Then next is the unproductive purpose. Unproductive purpose means what? We never used any equipment, otherwise that credit, see, we demanded that credit and that credit we never used in the agricultural area. We use that credit in the different the related the productive activity. So that is called as the unproductive purpose. So the unproductive credit is used for the personal consumption and the unrelated to the productive activity. See now, the personal consumption means what? The you have to purchase the white good, otherwise the those goods which is not the depend for the agricultural sector, which is not used in the agricultural sector. So the loans for the expenditure on marriage, then the religious ceremonies, etc. Otherwise the health problem. Okay, so that credit like the unproductive credit, that is called as the unproductive credit. Then let's we discuss the next point is like the sources of agricultural credit in India. See, there are two types. First is the non-institutional sources and second is the institutional sources. So in this video we just discussed that the non-institutional sources of the agricultural credit in India. So the non-institutional finance forms and the important source of the rural credit in India, the constituting around the 40% of the total credit in India. It's the SINA, the non-institutional means what? Not a bank. It is a different part. The first is the money lender, then the other private sources, then the other sources means what? The different people will provide the funding, otherwise the credit for that the agricultural area. So let's we discuss the first point is like the non-institutional sources, the non-institutional finance forms and the important source of rural credit in India. The interest charged by the non-institutional lenders is usually very high. We always seen in the agricultural sector the money lender. What is the role about the money lender? Everywhere they will provide the money and the charges, otherwise the rate of interest, it's so high for that particular person. See, the land or the other assets are kept as the collateral security. The source of non-institutional credit is like the two. There are two sources. The first is the money lender and second is the other private sources. So let's we discuss the first point is like the money lender. Money lender has been a widely prevalent the profession in the rural areas. It's also the support, the government will also support for that the money lender, because but the license holders First of all, those money lender government will protect, which is the accept and which is the used the license. So the money lender charge the huge rate of interest and the mortgage the property of the cultivators. See now, the mortgage means they have used they accept that the land piece of land, otherwise the property of that particular farmer. Then second point is like the other private sources, the tractor, then landlords, then we know the different, see, the different peoples will join for that particular sector, the traders, different traders, then landlord people, then the commission agents, those are provide the different types of credit for that the farmer. So the credit from the relatives, then friends, we accept that na, that credit, the some the yeah, the colleagues, otherwise the some relatives, otherwise some the friends, they have provide that credit. Means the problem, if we have to face any problem, so on that time bank is not there, on that time bank is not there, so we accept the credit for that different people, we use that credit, the different relatives, then friends, we demanded that. So that is called as the other private sources. So these are the sources of agricultural credit. Means we just discussed, the first point is like the non institutional sources, then second is the institutional sources. So the next video we also discussed that the institutional sources. So student, in this video we have completed the types of agricultural credit. Basically the agricultural credit means what, this is the most important instrument in the agricultural sector. See, without credit we never produce any the agricultural product. The credit is the most important part, and that's why the agricultural different policies have been reviewed from time to time to provide the adequate and timely finance to this sector. The every bank tries, and government will also the tries to the provide the different credit for the particular time and particular area. Okay, so students, I think you have to better understood that part. Goodbye everybody.